If you are currently job hunting, in between jobs, or you want to have a change of career, then I have something for you. This is not a sales pitch. Hi, I am Michael Oyedepo, a software engineer and AI automation specialist. Submitting a resume is one thing. Getting callbacks is another thing. A lot of persons don't get callbacks because they use generic resume for every role they apply for. On a normal grounds, each resume is supposed to be tailored to the particular job you're applying for. Now, imagine applying for 10 jobs a day and tailoring your resume for these 10 different job roles. That would take you hours of repetitive tasks. What if I tell you that you can turn those hours of repetitive tasks into minutes? In this video, I will be showing you how I set this up. This is not a full n8n tutorial on how to connect each node. I will be showing you the exact templates that I use and how you can plug in your resume and your own Google form. All you need is a Google account and an n8n account. Let me walk you through. Let's start with the big picture. This workflow begins with a Google form. So create a Google form with job title, company name, job description, and requirements fields. Each time you want to apply for a job, you fill in the details. That form is connected to a Google Sheet, which acts as a simple job application queue. You can link the form to a sheet by navigating to Responses and clicking on Link to Sheet. Every new row added to that sheet automatically triggers the n8n workflow, no manual trigger. This is why the Google form and sheet are important. They act as the input layer for the entire system. Next, the workflow pulls in your existing CV template from Google Docs using the AI agent node. This template already contains your experience, tools, and history. Nothing fake is added. Using that CV and the job details from the sheet, Gemini AI's job is to analyze the job description and requirements, rewrite the resume to better match the role you're applying for, and keeping it professional, application tracking system friendly, and truthful. Once the tailored resume is generated, n8n creates a new Google Docs file. Next, the workflow generates a cover letter, again using the same job details and the tailored resume. Once generated, the workflow sends both the cover letter and the resume to your email for human review. This is how you set this up yourself. If you don't have an n8n account, go to n8n.io, click on Get Started, register with your Gmail or any valid email address. Follow the prompt to set up your workspace. Then we are ready to go. Next, start a new project. Then click on the menu on the top right of the project dashboard and click on Import from File. Select the location of your workflow file and import it. You will see the workflow already implemented. You will observe the red triangles beneath each node. It means no credentials are set. Also, read the documentation in the workflow so you understand what the workflow does. To set up your credentials, click on the Google Sheets trigger, create the credentials. Then what you will do is, if you're using n8n Cloud, sign in with Google. But if you're using n8n, a hosted version, you will have to set up your OAuth credentials. Okay, now select everything there, click on Continue. So you have successfully connected your Google Sheets account. Take note, you must connect with the account in which you have the Google Sheets, where the form is being submitted. Then go back to document, select the document you want to get the responses from, and select the particular sheet in that document. So in this case, we have resume generation responses and we have the form responses. That's where we're getting our document from. Look at it here. The name is resume generation response, and we have the form responses. So we've successfully connected our Google Sheets to the workflow. So whenever a new sheet is entered, the workflow is automatically triggered. Next, let's connect our CV template. So you should have a CV in your Google Docs, already typed CV. So you create a new credential, click on Sign in with Google. Please sign in with the email address in which you have the Google Docs in. The email where you have the Google Docs, select everything and click on Continue. So you've connected your Google account to the workflow. So the next thing is to copy the document ID or the URL. To do that, head over to the document in Google Doc. In the link, you will see the document ID after the /document/d/. The whole text string there is the document ID. Also, you can go to Share and copy the link from the document and paste it inside of the document ID or URL. The next step is to create credentials for Gemini AI. This will be used for authentication. To do that, head over to the node, click on create new credentials. Then you see here you have to input your API key. To get an API key, head over to aistudio.google.com. At the bottom left, click on Get API Key. Then at the top right, click on Create API Key. Then name your API key. After naming your API key, create a new project for this our API key. After creating a project, click on Create Key. Your key will be created in seconds. Then head over to the left hand side and copy the API key. After copying the API key, head over to the workflow, head over to the workflow and paste the key and click on save. Also note that you can rename every credentials that you're creating by clicking on the credentials name at the top there and save your API key. After saving, you are successfully connected to Google Gemini. Don't worry, every other thing is already set for you. If you observe the credentials you use for the document nodes to get a CV, it is the same credentials you use for creating new CV and updating the CV. If you also observe the credentials for generating cover letter in the Gemini AI node is already set because they are all the same credentials. The next step is to create credentials for the Gmail node to send email to us. You create new credentials, sign in with your Google account that you want to use to send the email. The Google account you want to use to send the email. When you click on the Google account, select every details there and click on continue. You are already authenticated. So everything is said. We can't execute workflow. Rather, we publish the workflow. Set the version name. I would recommend use version 1, or you can still use the same name there for the version name and describe the changes you made. In this case, I'll put my first setup as a name, publish the workflow. Now you observe some other production checklists. Just ignore this for now. It is beyond the scope of this tutorial. Next, publish the Google form, copy the responder link, and then fill out the form in a new tab. For this case, I'll be using a job post from LinkedIn. You copy the name of the company, you copy the company name, the position, the job description, and the requirements, and paste it into the form fields. Click on submit and head over to the n8n workflow. You go to executions. You will see that the workflow is being executed. So our workflow executed successfully. There is no error. You see all the green checks. There's no error. Let's head over to our email and see what we have there. So you see the email, we have the cover letter there, and we have the resume, the link to the resume that was created. So you can click on that link to the resume and edit the resume for yourself. You can style it, format the font size, and do whatever you want to do with this. Automations like this isn't about cheating the process. It is about respecting your time and focusing your energy where it is most needed. This is an example of how you can turn a repetitive workflow into a system that works for you. If you like videos like this, follow me for more. Thank you.